Welcome, people of planet Earth and all planets beyond. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Josh, and my family buy things from thrift stores, yard sales, flea markets, wherever we can find them, and sell those items onto platforms like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Grail, Depop, wherever. And these are our top 5 thrift finds this week. Let's get into it. Alright, so this week we've been a little bit of everything, little yard sales, little thrift stores, you know, yada yada yada. Did alright. Got some pretty interesting stuff here. Hopefully it'll be impressive to you, and maybe you learn a little bit. But first up, we have a t-shirt at number 5, and it's this Peabody Hotel tee from like the late 80s, double XL, which is a pretty unusual size to find. But it's in super clean condition. Somebody probably bought it when they visited. The Peabody is a pretty fancy hotel in Memphis, Tennessee, where they have ducks that come in and swim in the fountains, and it's a big tourist attraction. But anyway, cool t-shirt, single stitch, definitely dope. Not a huge like ticket, not like a bunch of money, not super valuable, but a cool t-shirt to find out there in the wild. All right, number 4, we have a yard sale find, and it's this pair of orange tab 517s from the late 80s, about 87, I believe, if I looked at the tag correctly. These are great. 517s are in. They're popular. People are wearing the bootcut style again. These are a little bit bigger, but I think I paid $2 for them, and they're pretty good condition, pretty clean. Definitely one of my favorite types of jeans to find out there. They do sell pretty well, probably in the $40 to $50 range, probably for this size. So gonna do pretty well on this, I think. So pretty cool. Now this next one is probably number 1 in terms of interest and history and intrigue, but because of the subject matter, I couldn't put a communist item up at number 1, and it's this guy right here, this USSR leather tote bag from the 1980 Olympics, which is, I believe, the Olympics we boycotted, and so there weren't a lot of Americans there, so there's not a lot of these made it back to the United States, but we have a lot of immigrants from Russia in our area, so this is probably how it got here. Paid $4. These things sell between like $80 and $100, and I figure there's no greater insult to communism than to sell their products for like a grotesque profit margin. So anyway, this was a cool piece. It's super interesting, super random to find in my thrift store. I was really surprised. In fact, I was leaving and I saw it hanging on the wall, and I had to actually come back and buy it because it was so striking to see this USSR piece right here. But a little piece of history and pretty interesting. Right now for something a little bit older than that, and that's this jacket right here. This is a military U.S. Army parka from the Vietnam era. I believe it's 1970. But kind of interesting, the tag here says Friend. The last name was Friend. Pretty cool jacket in pretty good condition. These jackets do pretty well. I believe we get something like 100 and 150 for it. It's in pretty good condition. The hood's all there. Everything else is in there. It packs away. It's in, like I said, good condition. Pretty clean all around. Size small, that is unusual. But I do think it's probably fits a little bit bigger than a small would today. I believe this is 1970, as far as I can tell. Definitely Vietnam era, and should do pretty good on this. I think we paid like $5 for it, so cool jacket for sure. Now before we get to number 1, please remember we do have a live stream Mondays at 7 p.m. where we open up these mystery bags that I buy from local thrift stores full of t-shirts, and we search them for vintage t-shirts. It's a lot of fun. You even have a chance to potentially get one of those t-shirts for free, so join us at 7 p.m. on Mondays. Right now for number 1, you know I love the old Levi's, and here we have a good example of an old pair of Levi's. This is from 1988. It's a 501XX, which is just really means nothing from this era. But this is the shrink to fit version. The material code would be 0000. And these would shrink to the fit of the individual between like 10%, maybe a little bit more, depending. These have already been washed. It appears, you can tell that the tag's a little bit shrunk there. But there's probably quite a bit more shrinking to go. This pair doesn't appear to have ever really been worn, maybe once or twice. But lots of deep color still in there, so I believe this will sell pretty well. If this was dead stock, you could probably see $300 from this, maybe even more, because shrink to fit is still so popular from this old Levi's line. So really cool pair right here. Super excited to find this. Picked it up for I think $8. Probably should flip into 100 or 150, somewhere around there. But we'll see. Super cool pair of jeans. Definitely has to be number 1 for me. All right, that's our top 5. Definitely not the only things we bought this week. There's plenty of other stuff, but that's some of the more notable things, I think. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you maybe on the live stream. Otherwise, in another video. See ya. Peace.